Yeah, it looks all right now. I was going to say it looks funny, honey. I'm actually alive. I don't know how that happened. This thing ain't been working. Oh, I know what this is. This is probably my truck tags being ready. Just another bill. Yep, I gotta remove my truck tags. Can I do that by the mail?
Uh, do what by that?
Truck tags.
Yes, you can.
Nobody's in here yet. I don't think I've ever seen this warning on here either. Are you in here?
Oh, should I be?
Now I got 3, but nobody's saying anything yet. Hey, Christy. You must be on your way home from church. Oh, my nose is going to itch off now. Hey, Nancy. Well, have I got a story for you guys tonight? It has been crazy around this home front. Okay. Hi, honey. Y'all, David's sitting over here. Nancy says hi. We just got home and finished eating just before the live stream. We went over to Lake Wales today to Rural King to get feed for the chickens because they were um, closed Wednesday when I left Georgia at the feed store that we go to up there. It's a family operation. So we had to go down. Well, we didn't have to. We went down there because we don't want to do business with some of the people around here, and they're so much more expensive. Oh, cool. I got weird things going up on the side there. Do you see that? Is that on your screen?
No, I'm the one doing.
This weirdo's putting hearts and smiley faces and 100% and all kind of weird things going up over here. Silly Willy. Anyways, getting back to where we were at. I got to get that candy out of the car too before it melts. Um, I got quite a bit of stuff over there and saved quite a bit of money. When we got there, we the first thing that like throwed out in front of us was some fencing that I had wanted to get to fence off because I don't want to use the fence that he's got in the back to have to cut it and all that kind of stuff. It just wouldn't be right to use that big tall fence for what I want. So I'm going to fence off the part where the dogs go back there to get to the chicken coop. And when a few more people come in, I will tell you what happened last night. So, how are you doing, Nancy? And how is my girl doing? I need to Marco you guys. I haven't marked you doing long. Oh, oh. And I am tired too. The heat's getting to me. Is it hot where you're at? Christy, I've been praying. I know you can't text and all that while you're driving, but I've been praying about your neighbor thingy going on. I am doing good, better than last Friday. She is doing good. We got the music school stuff today. Sweet. Yes, it is hot, and we are under a heat advisory until Friday. Yeah, that's the way it is with us, and that's probably why I got a headache every day too. So bad I don't even want to wear my teeth, and putting my hair up hurts too. My hair is soaking wet right now, and I didn't take a shower before this because I didn't have time. But that's from the heat. I have to wash my hair a couple of times a day just to keep the just to keep it clean from get back in here. You know better, young lady. Just because I left that gate down don't mean you can go back to my room. You know better. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Let's see. Oh, I know I was going to do a video about what happened, but I will explain Sunday on my live so that people can go back and watch it. Okay. I will try to remember that because I'll be honest with you, honey. I'm at Virginia's on Sunday, and I don't use my phone much at all while I'm there. I mean, every once in a while I'll get a phone call or something, but I try not to get on the phone at all while I'm there. What time do you do your live streams on Sunday? 11:30 a.m. for 1 hour, and you are Central Time, right? So that would be 12:30 for me. I think Central Time is an hour behind me, right, babe?
Yeah.
I think she's in Ohio. Oh, you're Eastern Time? Where do you live? I thought you lived in Ohio. I'm very confused. All this time, that's where I thought you lived. We are in Ohio and we are Eastern time. Wow. I didn't know they had our same time. Wow. That just blows me away.
Who was that?
That's Nancy. I think it changes in Indiana. Ah, I can't, it's so much, it's too much for my brain to think about. All I know is that if you're straight up for me, it's Eastern time. I don't know how far it goes over. So, um, well, doesn't look like, well, there looks like five people's in here, but nobody's really saying anything. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happened last night. I brought the spinner back to the house here, and I was in the shower washing it down because I'm going to spin some honey in the next couple of days. Hopefully in the morning. What do you think, baby? Can we do that in the morning? Well, maybe I'll do it with Becky. Anyways, so I've got honey that needs to be spinned. So I'm in there, and I had four air conditioners running, window units. My daughter gave me one that sounds like it's fixing to blow up the house. So it's in the dining room. And David gave me this one that's in here to use. And I have one in my bedroom and one in the boys' room. So it was very loud. Hey, Carol. Sorry, just came in listening and snacking. Okay. So here I am washing this thing to beat 60. And I hear boom, 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 boom. And I thought, somebody's knocking on the door. Who in the world would be knocking on my door that hard? What is going on here? And the dog is going crazy, barking and carrying on like nobody's business. She is mad, furious mad. And I'm like, all right, Ginger, what's wrong with you? Good girl, good girl. So I'm looking in the camera to see who's at the front door. Ain't nobody there. Well, you know, in some ways, I think it's smart to go and check things out when you hear noises, right? But in the other part, I didn't take my little friend with me. And if it had been a few minutes before that, I'd probably been in a little shootout or something. Because okay, so mind you, I'm still not knowing what's going on outside. So I peeked out the door and nobody's there because I was trying to look in the camera to see if anybody's hiding from me. Nobody's out there. So I go out of the front door. Well, I seen this guy out here. And I realized later on in a conversation with a neighbor that that was probably my neighbor across the street. So I go out to the middle of the driveway, and there's a dude in the middle of the street with a pair of cargo shorts and no shirt. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And it looked like he was barefoot too. But then again, we live in Florida. We all wear flip flops. He might have had a pair of flip flops on. And I was like, oh, geez, Catherine, you're about stupid, stupid, stupid. What if this guy comes up here and tries to force his way in your house? Get your butt back in there. And I'm talking to myself in my head, just carrying on, right? Get back in the house, and I'm sitting here for a second. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to call Joyce and I'm going to ask her, um, I'm going to ask her what was going on. Did she see anybody come up to my door? Did she see who was knocking at my door that loud? So I called her and she says, no, honey, nobody was knocking at your door. That was gunfire. I said, you got to be kidding me. She said, yeah, I got it all on my camera right out in front of my house. I said, well, did you call the cops? She said, no, not yet. I was fixing to. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll let you go so you can call them right away and let me know what happens. Well, the officers came. They assessed the situation. They got all the footage from her. And they picked up more than 16 casings out in the street out here. 9mm, 45, and a 22. I'm like, what the heck? So she told me what happened was they pulled up and stopped right in front of her house. Well, her camera picks up all this stuff, right? They got out of the vehicle. There was a truck coming towards. Okay, now remember, I live 2 doors down. I'm the second house in off of a main street going north and south. My street goes east and west. Coming from the east side of my street through the stop sign was a truck, and they were shooting at that truck. That truck scooted out of here and got out of here. I don't know if they continued to chase that truck down or whatever, but they literally blasted that truck. Hopefully nobody got hurt in that truck. I don't know what happened, but we are all freaked out, and I have not heard any more since. And I'm like, and dumb Kathy is out in the middle of the street looking at what is going on. I mean, I literally went to my mailbox and pretended like I was looking in my mailbox for something just so I wouldn't feel stupid if anybody seen me. Because I thought somebody's knocking on my door. Yes, I'm glad I'm okay too, Carol. I wrote that in. What in the world are people thinking? Yeah, exactly. And when the couple lived across the street before this couple is really super sweet older couple. We have become major great friends. I really love them to death. And I liked the neighbors before that, but they had a boy that had some issues, and um somebody did a drive-by shooting at that house. Her and her daughter came out and was surveying the damage when they came back by and shot at the house again. And I don't know how her and her daughter survived. Usually not much. Thinking that is part of the problem. Exactly, not thinking at all. Yep. Gang related, probably. Hi, Susan. I sure hope you can get out of there. Girl, I'm telling you, I love my little house and my yard and all my things, all my plants, all my trees. I will really miss my mango tree most of all, and my lychee nut tree. But I'm hoping that we can get some good starts off of them so that we can have fruit whenever we move. Sorry, I'm really dehydrated. We It's been very hot here today. I think that's why I got a headache because I'm probably dehydrated. I finally remembered that it's Wednesday night. I know, Susan. I forgot all about it being Wednesday night too. David says, "Are you going to do your live stream tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. I better get to cooking right now." So we went over to Lake Wales and got some feed and stuff, and came back, and we seen a few pieces of property that I called on. Hopefully they'll call me back. I know, girl. It's been crazy busy. I think this is the busiest summer I've had in a long, long time. It doesn't seem like, I mean, I feel like almost like I feel like I'm waking up, go, 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 go to bed, wake up, go, 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 go to bed. That's what my routine is. And I don't think there's been one day this week that I've eaten breakfast, that I've been able to even eat before noon. Today it was what, 1 o'clock before I got anything to eat.
Yeah, 12:30.
And that's just not good for me. I've just got to stop and start taking care of myself. And I have folks tell me, well, what are you going to do with that much property? Are you going to be able to take care of that? Well, let me tell you something. I really believe that having a bigger piece of property would give me the ability to do what I need to do and have the things that I need to do to work that property better. I think it will be more efficient than this little teeny property, me trying to squeeze everything I want to do into it. Let's see, I think lychee you can get an air layer, but mango, I heard you need a scion into rootstock. They won't form tap roots air layered.
That's
Okay.
true. That's correct.
I think we figured that out.
Mangoes, you can't air layer them.
Um, um, so I have mangoes that have been started that are how do you say it, sprouts, that have sprouted from seeds from my tree, but they will not bear fruit for 7 years, and I do not have the um, guarantee that it will be a Glen mango. So I will have to put scions onto the trees that I am growing from seed, just to be sure that I get a Glen mango.
You can stick them in the papaya and they'll root.
Yes, they'll root, but they won't give a tap root.
Take clipping off the tree, put root tone on it, stick it in the papaya, and pack the hole with banana, and it'll root.
Yep. Now we have done lychees before, Carol. He's got a lychee at his house that we air layered. You would also have the room if your kids have to flee the cities. Exactly, Susan. Exactly. And I would be able to have the ability to store what I need for my family without saying more than too much on here. Have to make sure it is a country you can off grid on your land. And hey, David. Carol says, hey. True, and there, true, and hey there, Susan and Nancy. Hope you are feeling better. Hey, Miss Julie, how you doing, honey? I'm getting there, thank you. I didn't know you were sick, Nancy. I mean, I knew you have health issues, but I didn't know you were sick. Ooh, picked 3 cantaloupe a bit ago. Oh my goodness, I want to grow cantaloupe so bad. That's another thing. I can't really grow like cantaloupes and watermelons and stuff like that because I don't have the room for them. Kathy, have you heard of drifting dreamers? No, I've never heard of that. What is that? She fell on her bad hip. Oh no. I had a medical situation last Friday and blacked out and fell on my left side. Hmm. Wow. I am so sorry to hear that. You will definitely be in my prayers. You're always in my prayers, though. I was worried they were stupid, sketty squash. So that makes them even better. Okay, I got to talk to you guys about squash. Have you guys ever heard of this before? I've never heard of this before. I think it was a, I don't even know where I was on. I was on something. I don't know if I was glimpsing through Facebook or heard somebody say something. I don't know where I got this knowledge from, but they were saying that you cannot cross pollinate squash because you can get bad squash if it, and you won't know that it's a poisonous squash until you try to eat it and it's not any good. This is something that
Stop.
has been going
You
on
better.
since I was 14. Just was not expecting it to happen like it did. Aw. Make sure if you don't already have a house, you are able to live on the land in a trailer. They were in Florida and had to move and sell their land that they bought. Wow, way better love melon over spaghetti squash. Don't hate them, just don't like them for as much as they produce. What is it that you're producing? Oh, spaghetti squash. I love spaghetti squash, but they don't hold up. They don't get I don't even know. Do they ever get really hard? Now I'm going to tell you. Um, Hang on. I'll pick up this squash and show you. This is the squash that I've been making that special concoction up with. I brought home one from Wilma's. Oh no, you need to lay down. Oh, this one's heavy too. Oh, this one's a bit smaller than the last one, and I can't even remember the name of the squash. But it was green when I brought it home. It is just starting to turn yellow. When it is green, the skin is soft. Well, this skin is hard as a rock. You hear it? That kind of hurts my knuckles. I shouldn't be doing that. Anyways, so I thought I'd save this squash seeds. I am going to save these squash seeds and try to grow this because I really love this squash. I mean, really love it. It has a great flavor. Also, I had seeds from the squash that Linda gave me last year, and I'll be doggone if I don't know what I did with those squash seeds. So I don't know if I'll get those planted, but I'm concerned about these squashes putting out something that's not edible, something that's bad for us. My son cannot eat butternut squash, and supposedly they do the same.
Let me teach you how to do that.
Would you stop doing that?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
You're
to do
on
that.
there. That's what I'm talking
See
about, not you
heart down
burping.
there?
Yes, I see the heart.
Click on it. Now click on them things and it'll send it up the screen.
Okay, cool. Hearts, everybody. Okay. Somebody else is sending some hearts. Yes, it does kind of look like butternut squash, but it isn't. It's some type of Mexican squash. And it starts with a C. And I can't remember the name of it. That was
cucumber squash?
No. Now you're going to have to make me Google it because I'm going to drive me crazy all night trying to remember that name of that squash. List Mexican squashes. See, Calabacta. Calabacta. See it? Calabacta. Calabacita. And it's very, very, very tasty. It says it's very popular too. So, anyways, I got to looking at some stuff. Now, all of the recipes that I saw were cut up squash. Well, this squash is hard as a rock. I said, I am not going to cut up that squash. So I sliced it in half, turned it upside down after I cleaned out all the seeds, and I baked it. And then I made, I stuffed it with, let's see, I made a stuffing, and it It had a pound of hamburger meat, a pound of sausage meat, onions, corn, black beans. The black beans I had canned. I rinsed those and put them in there. And then the corn was freeze dried that I had freeze dried and I put it in there. And what else did I have in it, honey? A little taco seasoning. And then I put um, salsa, spreaded that on top of it. And then I smothered it with cheese all over the top of it. And I put it in the oven and I roasted it again, or actually broiled it. I'm sorry. I broiled it this time and melted that cheese on top because everything was still hot from being on the stove. And then I put sour cream on it and he loved it. I was really glad that he liked it. Sometimes he can forget what I'm making if it's like when I first started making teriyaki things, he didn't like it because I used too much sauce.
It was overwhelming.
And I like to smother it. But this was really tasty. So I'm really asking, what I'm really asking of you guys tonight, I'm really asking that you guys pray that we can find some property. Hey, Brenda, that's all right. I'm glad you're here. Um, I really feel that God has a place for me. I pray that He will send me the right place and that I will probably get to do. I'd like to do owner financing and or be able to sell this house and move. It's always been in my dreams to keep this house so that we could have a house to come to when I come down here to see the kids, but I'm not even going to try to keep this house. Yeah, I'm at he's not too fond of it. But you know what turned him back to liking uh I mean turned him into liking teriyaki was Brenda. Brenda made teriyaki deer meat stir fry when we were in Virginia and they had invited us over for dinner and we had um, teriyaki stir fried um, deer venison. It was delicious. And he said, "Okay, I'll eat it again. Just don't overpower me." So he's been eating it ever since and hasn't had any problem with it. It's just putting too much on it. And with teriyaki, it's kind of neat though. You can kind of add that at the end, or I can make it all and then put it on there. So I can make it plain where it doesn't even have teriyaki. So I'm praying that we can get some property because I'm telling you, you weren't in here, Brenda, when I was talking about the shooting right out front door. And I thought somebody was banging on my door. How does gunshots sound like somebody's banging on your front door? Because they are at your front door almost. They were that close. Thank you. Yeah, they they really don't know how many shots were fired, but they found 16 uh, gun casings from a 9mm, 45, and a 22. That is great. My hubby still can't, but funny, he will try things to be polite at other folks' homes. Oh, it can it can just that close, and if it is fast enough, it can.
Tell her I wasn't being polite. It was actually good.
Yeah, David said he wasn't being polite. It was actually good. Praying for sure. So many scams with owner financing. So be careful. Exactly. Um, they have never gotten back in with me, and I keep forgetting to call about the property on Dozer Road in Georgia that I was looking at.
Too many restrictions on that one.
No, darling.
Oh,
That one, I don't know if there's any restrictions. I've got to find out. Yes, it was delicious. Don't even go there with me, Brenda. She says it really wasn't that good that night. He's hot. Yeah, it was. It was good. So, um, we I was so frustrated today because I did not get to come back and um, give Virginia her dinner tonight because I left for to go to um um Royal King about 12 o'clock to go to Lake Wales. I had to pick him up and all that stuff and go over there. We got stuck behind 6 tractors, and um, people were having to pass them on a 2-lane highway. Tractor trailers were trying to pass them on 2-lane highway. It was not a pretty picture. We got stuck for quite a while. Then we get over there, and it takes us some time to get what we want in the Rural King. And um, let's just say I wasn't a happy camper with the boy that was helping us. The first young man that was helping us was top notch. He loaded every one of the bags, got it all ready, put it up front, um, and had it all ready for us. They put another little dude on us, and he was a wimp. I mean, a wimp. He just didn't want to do nothing. He kept disappearing. I ran back in to get a tarp for them to put uh, the feed on, and you should have seen how he throwed the feed in the back of the truck. Instead of placing it in there where it would be stacked nicely or anything, he was just throwing it in there on top of each other. I'm like, who in the world taught this boy how to load feed? I almost feel like calling him back and saying something. And I said, nah, the boy might lose his job, and I don't want to be that mean. But um, then we went over to get, because I got T-post too, and some wire. I saved $100 on the wire on the fencing. I was really actually 114.
Yeah, you say 214 total overall. 200 and something. I wish they'd put one closer to us.
We saved more than $214 just by going down to Rural King instead of shopping at Tractor Supply or any feed store around here. So I got fence posts for $4 and something. Tractor Supply here has them for $6 and something. So I saved even more money, baby, because I bought what 10 posts.
Yeah,
So that's
20
another
bucks.
$20. So I saved about $250 or more. I was tickled death because um, I was really frustrated when I couldn't. Ginger, lay down. You bump my chair again, Mama's going to be mad at you. Lay down. Stop messing with Papa. He's not going to take you out. No. Oh, she's so feisty. She thinks she's going to get her way.
Every 5 minutes. Yeah, when I'm here. Every 5 minutes.
Then you're ready to go to Rambo on some people, but I'm behaving. Aw. It was super humid here today. It was here too. What was your comment? The Rambo thing? Or the human thing? I had a guy bust a stack doing that.
Bust the bag.
Oh, a sack. It doesn't say stack, it says sack. I can't read. I can't see. That is terrible, Christy. Yeah, that makes me mad. Um, the boy says in the back, he says, "This one's got a hole in it. Do you still want it?" I said, "No, not unless you go mark it down." He had two of them with holes in them. I said, "If you mark them down, I'll take them. But I ain't taking nothing with holes in it if you don't mark it down." He said, "I don't think they do that." I said, "Okay, give me one that don't got a hole in it." Yeah, that's probably true. And I think him throwing that's what caused the hole in the tarp that I bought.
No, I told you what it was.
Okay.
That heavy
At least
roll
he
wire.
told you. Yeah, that was the first boy. The first boy was top notch. He was, and he kept smiling. He was all full of sunshine and peppy and just absolutely. He reminded me of Brian's little friend. Did you see the boy I'm talking about? Do you remember Brian's little friend that used to work with you sometimes?
Drew.
Yes, that's who he reminded me of. Anyways, maybe. I don't know. He didn't look like he was ever been a 15, 16 years old. He was young. That boy that was helping you about 16, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't very old. He was 16, 17.
Hey, Susie, how are you doing? Alarming title. Just heading off to bed and wanted to share some love first. Thank you, honey. Yeah, right out in front of my house they had a shooting. um, at each other last night. Scared the ever living daylights out of me after I found out what was going on. And I thought somebody's knocking on my front door, but it was gunshots because I was in the bathroom with the water going and all the noise in the house, all the air conditioners blowing and carrying on. Can't hear nothing outside. But Ginger knew what it was. Oh, and somebody stole my blue dolly,
Hand truck.
hand truck, whatever it is. I put dolly on the thing. I thought it was dolly. But anyways, somebody stole my blue hand truck, so now I'm stuck. I don't have nothing to move things around with. And this is what I think. I can't, I am not going to point fingers, but I think it's very strange that that disappeared. And there was a fella that came and knocked on my door and asked to do some tree trimming and stuff for me because he did some stuff for the people behind me. And he actually cut down my banana tree. I am very, very, very angry. Not only did he cut the one down that was hanging over the fence, he cut some of them that weren't hanging over the fence over into my property. I am so mad I could just spit bullets. Let's see here. Mm, just trying to find one on OfferUp and Craigslist. I'm just concerned. And you know, I've had Becky helping me to downsize, to get rid of some of the stuff that I have so that I can move as soon as I get something. Realized I can use my son's wagon I used to pull him in for walks. Sweet. I have a wheelbarrow. That's not there's tools for different things. Um I move my plants, my big plants and stuff like that around in the yard with that thing. Now I'm praying that maybe Becky moved something and it is hidden from me. Maybe the kids were playing with it or something. Maybe it's hidden in the tall grass. I don't know. But I'm kind of freaked out because I haven't had anything stolen in this yard in a very long time, have I? I mean, I know they go through my car, but I've never seen anything missing in my car. Which reminds me, I don't think I locked it, so I just locked it. Let's see. It's bad when you have to train your grandchildren to hit the floor. Had a few times like that in Alabama. Hand trucks are really helpful. Yes, they are. Cities are a scary place to live in nowadays. Yep, that's true, Brenda. I just saw a doctor about my adult ADHD going to take meds for a bit to get through all mom stuff. Not addictive stuff though. Plus, even if I would take it, adrenal is on shortage. Wow. Well, I'll be honest with you, Carol. Becky and I are still going through Linda's stuff in the bedroom that I just kept pushing back, and adding my stuff in that room and pushing back and trying not to, because I didn't want to get rid of all of her stuff. It just really, really. Adderall. I'm sorry. Sunday, someone uploaded 2 clips, and then that neighbor called and threatened my dog for barking. He had been cuddled up with an autistic boy from church at the time. Hmm. Yet found out all the stimulant meds are on shortage, like Adderall and Ritalin. Hmm. I can't take Adderall at all. I You remember what I did with Adderall? I tried to climb out of the bed with tubes in my throat. We have some landscape rocks. They are sandstone. The lady got out of her car, walked over, and started to pick one up. My husband was outside and said, "What are you doing?" She she goes, "Is this free?" That's crazy. It doesn't surprise me, Carol. Yep, it don't surprise me at all either. Sounds like the person was on crack, Christy. Yeah. My husband was like, "No, it's not free because it's by the street." So many shortages. Carol, she has been diagnosed as manic depressive. Ah, it's going to get lots worse, Carol. Yep, it sure is. Definitely going to get worse. I know the Bible talks about after the rapture being so bad and everything, and it doesn't really talk too much about before there. But I'm telling you, I believe in my heart of hearts that we're going to have signs of what it's going to be like after the rapture, before the rapture comes too. The dictatorship, I believe, is going to start before the rapture ever starts. I think they're going to weasel their way in. There's so many things that are coming to fruition already. They're trying to pass all this stuff with our money. Um, there's so many signs of having to have uh, being marked and all that kind of stuff. It's just weird. It's just really weird. Somewhere, I want to say, Ashley sent me something where I don't know where she got it from, but it was a thing down south where at Whole Foods they were scanning their hand. I don't know if it was real or not, but that just shows you it's coming. Hey, how's it going, Carrie? Let's see here. My daughter had to go without her diabetic medicine for a month because they couldn't get it in. Wow. Are you going to get up and let her out? She's got you wrapped. So wrapped. Yes, indeed. Might as well get all I can out of Big Pharma before I get off all of them. Yep. I can't even take Sudafed, makes my heart race. Yep. Hope everyone's great and it life's good. Yep, I'm good. Actually safe and sound. Last night there was horrible shooting right out my front door. Horrible having issues with autism meds too. Oh, that is sad. Where are you going, baby?
Outside.
Okay.
I need some painkiller.
Okay. We need to learn about all the herbs we can. That's right. Um, and that's why um that's why I got that comfrey off the side of the road. I mean, not comfrey. Lord forgive me. Not comfrey. Mullein, because I want to learn everything I can and get every single herb I can and have it ready. Uh Carrie, what city do you live in? I can't remember. Save my life. It has been real. Bezos has the tech in Amazon stores, so now Whole Foods will have it too. The bigger cities here, like St. Louis and Kansas City, are no longer taking cash. Oh my word. That is scary, Susan. Evil is making people crazy and mean. That's for sure. Wait, what? They shooting? Yes, they picked up 16 rounds out here, from a 9 millimeter, a 45, and a 22. Three guys got out of the car shooting at a truck that was coming towards them. Oh, I wish I had some more mangoes to pick. I agree, Christy. You need to get at it. We gotta grow, can, freeze. Um, my freeze dryer is off right now, and I haven't been running it, but I'm going to get right back on it now that I'm back. But but I probably should wait until I get back from vacation. Although I want to run at least one thing of chicken patties and stuff before I go on vacation. My son and his wife are taking me to the Keys for lobster fishing. West Palm Beach. How far is that from here?
125 miles.
Next time we go down that way, I want to go see Carrie.
Carol's in West Palm too,
Oh, is she?
I think. Ask her.
Carol, are you in West Palm too? West Palm Beach. I need to get growing. I read that. My son is jumping on me. My son's asthma meds are going in short supply. Wow. Mullein is a great one to have on hand for lung issues. Yeah. And I'm letting it dry in my truck. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I said it's already drying there. I'll wait till it's done drying, and then I'll let it stay there as long as I can because I don't want to bring it in the house where it's cool. It'll get to do its stuff, out there, and then I can just you know powder it up and tincture it and use it for tea and all kinds of stuff. I want to know. Now, I know Teresa's not on here yet, but I want to know from Teresa how it tastes in tea because I don't know if she's ever done it with just mullein, how mullein tastes. It is supply from Russia causing the med shortage. Wow.
Did Carol answer you?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to get through the thing, honey. Give me 1 second. You anywhere near Tropical Acres Farm? I am below Lake Worth and want to get there for the mangoes. Most of our meds come from China. Terrible news, OMG. Yes, I love mangoes. I'm picking a lot of varieties. Yum, yum. I thought they were all gone. Mine's all gone. Mine's been gone. But then again, I got to realize too that mine comes in mine's one of the first varieties that get done, that get brought in. Let's see. I sleep like a bear in hibernation. Plus, we sleep in the basement. I wouldn't hear a thing of a bomb went off out front. Wow. Went to Walter Zill's place a few weeks back. Carrie isn't Carol, by the way. It's Carol, by the way. Used to be Fishes and Loaves. I'm sorry, I should have told that. I thought he knew though. Had some picking and Ed Pickering and an Edward. I think a friend gave my husband Hayden's. Hayden's are so strong. I know I had them when I was a kid and I loved them, but after tasting other mangoes, they're just not as delightful. Yeah, you got some good plants and fruits. Yes, just below we can maybe all meet up. Yeah, that would be cool. I love Edward mango. I just grafted some Eggards. I want to say I think I saw one of the fellas on tropical fruit. Um, tro- is it tropical mango? Tropicals. Anyways, I think I saw her. One of the fellas eating. He was eating skins of mangoes, which surprised me. I've never seen that before. A couple of years ago, eat that particular mango. Let's see. You know the story about Balaam and the donkey keeping the angel from taking him down. I told everyone at church I'm wanting to say, get out of my way, donkey. Walter Zill is somebody. Walter Zill is an awesome guy. Wow. Maybe she went to his farm, but I could swear it was him tasting mangoes and eating the skins. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Let's see. My Naples friend that that's an Okie at heart, born and bred called. Cool. Mullen cures stuff. Yes, it does. And I'm telling you, I've tried to find it here in Florida, and I've never seen it here in Florida. But I was so excited when I found it in Georgia. His Pickering was 150 good size. I just can't go 150. Going to check what smaller gallon size he has. Yes, Walter is awesome. I wish I filmed picking and pickering with him. Cool. So are you still looking for land in Georgia? Girlfriend, I'm looking for land anywhere. I pretty much anywhere. I'd like to get something preferably here in Florida near my family, but I'm really loving Georgia and I'm loving Kentucky. It's really hard. I It's really hard to move away from the grandkids. And I feel like Georgia would be a better fit because then I could go to Kentucky anytime I wanted to, and I could come to Florida anytime I wanted to. But it's kind of like in the middle. So, yes, 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 I'm definitely looking for land. It tastes okay. It kind of tastes like hay or a wild grass. I'll have mangoes through September. We got hundreds of varieties here. Sweet. Depends on the varieties and area in Florida where you get certain mangoes. I still got mangoes on my counter container trees and trees in the ground. My P22 and my K3 mangoes are my favorite of the year. From my trees, these are star performers for me this year. I brought some plantain in to dehydrate, but it dried before I got around to it, but it wasn't as humid as it is now. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying, Christy. My car's not, I mean, it's nice and dry in there and it's drying up really good. I'm kind of I'm kind of dreading to move it. I want to make sure it's good and dry. I may put it into the dehydrator after I bring it in just to finish it off. I wanted to put it in the freeze dryer, but I just didn't get to it. And I don't want to put the bloom into the freeze dryer because I want to keep the seeds if I can get them. Whatever it was very delightful. So maybe not Hayden's. They were more peach flavored and fiberless, but looked like a Hayden. Mango skin powder I make a lot. I also eat the skins when I'm in the mood from certain varieties. Yeah, and he did say certain varieties are not palatable. Now, David's David, what kind do you got? Tebow?
Yeah, Debo Mingo.
He's got a Tebow. And I'm telling you, I've almost tasted that one, but I'm not. I want to find out which ones to eat before I taste them because if I don't like it, I won't ever try to any other skins probably. Um, I do that with tomato skins and make a powder, use soup and such. That's what I'm going to do, Brenda, with the tomato skins and stuff that Wilma gave me. I'm going to freeze dry them and powder them. I've got cantaloupes growing and I've never grown them. How do I know when to pick them? Okay, cantaloupes I would let stay on the vine until the green on the cantaloupe starts to change colors, and you can smell it when it starts to getting ripe. But I would definitely make sure that you have something underneath it because slugs love cantaloupe. You can actually pick it just a little bit before it's ripe, and it will ripen on the counter. Mhm. Yeah, don't let it rot. I won't eat the skins only because of latex might be an allergy for me. I am allergic to latex. Came up on a sensitivity test, and I don't want to tempt it to torment me. My friend grows cantaloupe well in Georgia. Ooh, I wish Wilma would grow some, but I don't. She's never. I've never seen her grow it. I don't know if she has been passed or not. I don't know if they eat cantaloupe. To be honest with you, Ratio is an allergen in mango skin and between the fruit and skin. Does the stem of cantaloupes turn brown when they're ready? No, not that I know of. Tebow is a Pine Island selection. Yeah. Make sure to let the ducks protect the cantaloupes. They eat the snails and slugs. My friends farm over 100 acres in Georgia. Sweet. My girlfriend Wilma and her husband, well, it's her husband's family farm um, that he inherited, him and his brother, is close to 500 acres. It's just shy of 500 acres. That's where I just came back from. Ducks ate the roots of my banana pups and my first banana circle. Jerks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't have ducks yet. I have a lot of turtles in the pond. Wow. And I'm telling you, those turtles, my cousin lives right next to Virginia, and she told me that she was out there and the most gruesome thing she ever seen was a turtle taken. She has, they have uh, gator turtles in there or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. I think they're called gator turtles. Anyways, they drug duck down and ate it right there in the water. One looks one looks the right color. I should pick it. Pick it up and smell of it. That's a smell. Let me tell you something. When I'm in the store and I am craving something that I don't have growing or that I, you know, just have a fluke thing for, I pick it up and smell it. If it doesn't have a beautiful fragrance of what I want to eat, I don't buy it because it's not ripe and it hasn't been ripened right. Ducks can be jerks. Let the snails and slugs take a beer bath. The turtles love the cactus pods. Wow. Yes, turtles will take over. My chickens are jumping at the blueberries and blackberries, but they only got the bottom ones. Hey, Patty, how's it going? Um, Gator snapping turtles. Yes, that's what they are. Saw a crew cab, a baby duckling, take it up on an old wooden post and ate it. I screamed. Nature can be so brutal. Yeah, but they got to eat too. We always think of them eating fish. We don't think about them eating ducks or anything. Give it a smell, then you can tell. That's right. I'm a snail and I regularly have me a beer bath. Doing pretty good. Good. Yes, the turtles in the pond like melon rinds too. Wow. Well, guys, I'm way over tonight. Um, I will definitely have you in my prayers, Nancy, if you're still on here. Yes, you are. I see there now. I really want ducks, but don't want them to become turtle food. Hmm. I wonder if you have turtles, though, if you have snakes. That's what I've always wondered. Um, oh, remember to salt the beer so nothing likes it too much before they go swimming. I have those tiny snails everywhere. Hmm. I have a very special unspoken prayer request. Okay. Um, I definitely want to keep Teresa in your prayers. Teresa and Junior are finally getting help. It looks like in Nashville, Vanderbilt Hospital. Third time is a charm. Glad to hear that. I haven't been on the computer a whole lot. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but the last three times I've tried to get on this computer, it has malfunctioned on me to do a live stream. So I really haven't even been on there much because I've been on vacation. So I didn't, I haven't checked up on Teresa and Junior. So uh, thank you for the update. Yes, I know who you're talking about, Carol. Awesome. I've been praying for them. Thank you, Brenda. That's sweet. She's a sweet lady. Pray for Ashley at my church. She has a disability hearing tomorrow morning. She's mom to an autistic boy who my dog loves. Okay. She said this place took a scan and showed them what was his dissection looked like, and in and inserted a blood pressure monitor in his artery. Wow. I love her herb videos. Been watching their channel for a while. Yeah, me too. I wish I could get one for myself. We need income, but not sure I can care for him days and work nights. That would be tough. Yes, autistic child. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pray now. And dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time we've had, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless us. I pray, Lord, that you watch over me and my home here and my home, uh, my all my family, people coming to and from here, people around here, my beautiful neighbors that I love so much. I pray, Lord, that you keep us all safe and sound. I know that was a freak thing. I can only imagine what Joyce and Chris are thinking. They moved here just a few years ago, and every time you turn around, all this crazy violence and gunshots and shootings and people getting hurt and stabbed, and it's just awful, awful, awful. I pray that they're kept safe and sound. And Lord, Brenda's got an unspoken request. I pray, Lord, that you fulfill that unspoken request and give her peace about it, Lord. I'm sure. I'm sure that uh, it will all work out to the best of your uh, to benefit you, Lord, and and help this request being fulfilled. Lord, I want to pray for Nancy. I know that she fell now, and I'm sorry to hear that. Sad, sad, sad for me. I pray, Lord, that you bless her and heal her from that. And don't let that happen no more to her. And all the other stuff that's very stressful for her and her identity and all that stuff, please clear that up quickly. And Lord, keep Teresa safe. I'm sure that she's home soon or on her way. I don't know. She could have a long night tonight at church. So please keep her safe on the roads. And as for Teresa and JR, Junior, I mean, I pray, Lord, that they get the help that Junior needs and that he's taken care of, Lord, and he's in your hands. You know, you say that your children will be healed, and I pray, Lord, that that happens. Lord, also for Ashley's hearings for Social Security, I pray, Lord, that it goes through. I know how it is to have a child that's disabled and not have the money or the funds or even the medical um, side of it, where when they have Social Security or SSI or whatever it is that they have, it always it always helps them to get insurance and things that they need because special needs children need a lot more love and care and medical assistance. So I pray, Lord, that that all goes through with flying colors and she doesn't have any issues. And Lord, I just want to pray for this country. It's I'm so thankful to live in this country. I love my country. My country is falling hard because there's people that are not they don't love this country. They don't love one another. They don't have the foundation that you started this country and you brought us together as one, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you send somebody to to lead these people to you, Lord, to open their hearts and get them saved and stop these violent shootings and people getting hurt. I pray, Lord, that you strengthen our country and bind us together through you, Lord, and make us strong like we used to be. Make us reputable people. I'm sure in other countries see all this chaos and all this violence and all this ugliness going on in our country and they look down on us and think, why in the world did they think they're so good? Well, we are good because of you, Lord. You gave this country to us. You brought us here, and I just pray, Lord, that you bless this country and strengthen it and bring us back to you, Lord. I ask and pray these in your precious sweet name. Amen. Oh, it's hard to open your eyes when you had them closed like that. Where was I? Where am I at? Y'all been talking. I missed a lot, didn't I? Let's see. It would be hard, and it would take a toll on you. Yes, very hard to prove for just a fibro chronic fatigue diagnosis to get disability too. Yes, it is what I am concerned about. Well, Carol, let me tell you what I would do. I, I'm really sorry that I did not fight it when when I first. Let me tell you, they didn't. I had a I had cancer and a heart attack all in the same time. I couldn't walk or nothing. And then people were trying to tell me, no, you can't have Social Security. I had to get this lady lawyer to help me that couldn't legally help me other than being as a friend because she wasn't in the state. Um, she isn't licensed, so she couldn't file it for me, but she helped me with how to file. Or else I would have never got it. Wow. Christy, you need to file then you need to refile and get a lawyer. I remember Christy. Whoops. I don't know where I'm at now. I'm all messed up here. I was court how many times? And then I had Cindy too. When she got Alzheimer's, there were days I got an hour of sleep a day. Wow. I just tried once. This stupid thing. I just tried once. Then they said I was too old to try again. What? Yes, with mom alive caring for her. If I did not have Theron, that would have been me too. Oh, yes, Social Security is one pocket you can't double dip if you will collect at 65. Yep. Lord, keep Kathy safe from shooting going on. Thank you, Christy. Yes, please keep her safe and give her a place that is safe, has room, and not too far from her grandkids. Thank you. We were naughty. We were talking during prayer. Smacks on hand. That's funny. Yes, that is what I have heard. Need a lawyer to get anywhere with them. Pastor's mother got me laughing during church. I felt like a kid fixing to get into trouble. That's funny. Pastor is my son's age, so his mom is near my age. Awesome. On Social Security now, but it is lower than disability would be. Wow. Well, folks, it is really late, and David went in there and got in bed, I think, and went to sleep. So I've got to wrap this up, and I've got to take this dog out because I know she's going to go out again. Then I would see if it is worth it to get a disability lawyer. Well, to be honest with you, Carol, um, they have to pay you from the day that you file. Now, if you have to get a lawyer, always fight it. And if you have to get a lawyer, I don't know if the lawyer takes from the first day that you filed or from they take from the time you that you're filing for. But they do take a percentage of what you get, and it really sucks. I don't think it's fair, but I think that we should be able to get a Social Security lawyer given to us. We should have somebody that will be for us trying to get Social Security. Thank you, Nancy. You too. Good night, Kathy, and everyone. Blessed weekend. First for you, Nancy. Thank you, Susan. So if Christy filed so many years back, wonder it would be retroactive. She would have had to appeal her. That's what I had to do when they told me I wasn't eligible after. Here I am sitting with cancer and heart attack and no help whatsoever. I went through every single one of my savings. I went through everything I had, and I racked up credit card bills because I had no way of paying for anything. GTGM still awake and popped his pants. Pooped his pants. Okay. All right, dear. Well, we're out of here. I love you all. Sweet dreams, everybody, and I'll see you on Monday. And thank you for being patient with me because I've been on so much vacations. Have a great night and great day tomorrow. Bye now.